Yes, welcome to the Ep08 podcast. And here we are again. Woo-wee! It's Prophet and my compadre, Big Love.
Sir. How y'all
DJ
doing out there tonight?
DJ Inch be popping in a minute. What you say, Big Luck? We might have one of those newscaster foreign satellite delays. Remember that shit?
Yes, sir.
That was back in the old school days, but look, history repeats itself. But we're going to keep it running. I know that you guys are ready for Motivation Monday. Usually the DJ would give us a hand.
Yes,
as we kick it off. Let's get it, y'all. Big Luck, did you have a Motivational Monday story for us? We're going to just punch.
Yeah, I actually do, sir. Hang on a second.
Okay, before we get into it, let's reintroduce it.
Check one.
Uh-oh.
Check. My hand? What? What's up, my brother?
What?
About fucking time.
What's
you
up,
was late. That's a demand. What's up, Mr. Inch?
If you're new to the show, we are always here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you hit the bell, and subscribe because it helps us a lot. It helps the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? So other people, you know, that might like what you like, if you like it enough to hit the subscription button and get a notification, they might have a shot at getting some of this magnificence.
Exactly. And we could put a smile on your face at the end of the day as well. Cheer your day up. Teach you how to polish that turd. Teach you how to polish that turd into a gold nugget.
Can't polish a turd, but I feel you.
Well, we give it our best try, baby. Give it our best try.
Give it your best try. Don't get too much shit on your rag.
Yes, sir.
DJ Inch High, how was your weekend? Oh, shit.
That nigga went in full disappearing mode.
DJ Inch High, how was your weekend?
I'm having bad connections here.
Oh, okay.
You know why? Yeah, you know why you having a bad connection? You need to get that bullshit out the background and you'll be all right.
Don't start no mess, bro. Don't say it. Don't even start that.
I didn't say nothing.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Have you ever known me?
Look, we ain't even got started.
Known me to start anything?
All I'm gonna say to you right now.
Look, sir. I'm just trying to motivate you by putting a smile on your face, sir. I'm just talking shit.
Which foot we on this show? The good foot.
You know what?
This is to stick your foot. This is stick your foot in your mouth segment.
My goodness, we already getting into it, and I don't want to do that while we have people in the building that do not belong. It is a tradition of ours. If you're new to this, you know. Let me just go ahead and do it. And then you know what it was. Then you know what the tradition is.
That's right.
Okay. Trump tweeted, you know, Rudy Giuliani hospitalized. I can't talk specifically about the reasoning, but I'm pretty sure you know why people up at the White House usually end up hospitalized around this time of the century. Shit. Kicking it off with 2020. Damn, it's a car outside
it wasn't because
rolling by on pure rims. Shit sound crazy. Either way.
So is he in the hospital because that dye leaked into his ear?
The other week, you know, he was at that conference dropping brown shit from his head, talking about overturning the election. And
that's what I'm saying. So just some that leak in his ear.
Don't nobody want you to run that drippy shit back.
No, sir.
It's funny because not too long before that, Rudy Giuliani, you know, he was trying to get molested on purpose by presumed underage girl in a candid camera Borat movie sequel. So Rudy, damn it, Rudy. Here you go dripping shit again. So you can't be dripping shit up in here.
Fuck out of here.
We don't want Rudy's dripping shit up in our podcast. So he had to go. DJ Inch High.
Yo.
How you feel about Rudy Giuliani?
That dude. He look like a troll, bro.
You're right, he does.
He looks like a troll. He acts like a troll. Because I
You
mean,
like some shit off the Lord of the Rings, my precious.
I mean, I'm tired of hearing him talk. I hate to get with political stuff, you know, but to make it short and simple, he already knows the deal. He's just on Mr. Man's D, you know, and confused. He's confused, honestly, because I mean,
you know what I heard, DJ Inch High?
What's that?
I heard that his son has a very high position in the White House, and that might be his motivation for, shitting on himself from the head down.
Might be. His son got a professional. His son got a high-ranking position in the White House.
I believe his son is the
professional blowjob giver.
Well, assistant in the past, they have been known to do such things.
Yeah, that's true.
Clinton, Mr. Bill.
Hey, that's my man's right there. Don't talk about I didn't do nothing but just take a puff.
There you go.
Oh,
smoking weed and getting dome in the Oval Office. What else is to be expected of these men?
That's a true player right there. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
There you go. He didn't do it, and then 5 minutes later, like, yeah, I should have said that. I did it.
Well, but technically he didn't. All he did was lay back in the White House easy chair and lean back.
He pulled a Rudy Giuliani.
Rudy Giuliani, he didn't have to do nothing, bro.
He was like he don't know how to take off his own pants. Fell on the bed and shit. Like, he didn't say, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Let this happen."
It's like, oh.
We seen your ace. But let's get into it, y'all.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the show. If you did not know, I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. It's Motivational Monday, damn it!
The race is on.
Don't quote me, boy. I ain't said nothing yet. That's what Eazy-E said on the radio version. Rap artist BG, y'all. He was one of my favorite in the with the Cash Money stamp.
Man,
yeah,
not from him in a while.
Yeah, he been locked up the whole time. Back then,
he been locked up.
I didn't even know that.
He been locked up. Yeah, he was doing a solid 10 years, bro.
He's 39 now. His lawyer put out a statement. Here we have a defendant, right? Because recently, you know, with everything going on, it's a good time to get out of prison early.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know, what the hell are they going to do in there for you with these circumstances in the world, right? So
Yeah.
his lawyer said this, Big Luck. Here we have a defendant whom has been a model inmate and can do some extraordinary work with the youth of America. He is well known throughout the United States and is ready and willing to be a role model for the youth of America. Okay. That was Robert Jenkins is his lawyer. Prosecutors,
really?
of course, are out to block that shit, block that play with everything that they have in response. And their response to that is it's safe. It's safe in prison. What are you talking about? They're following all the rules. That's some crazy shit. But it's expected, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be seeing BG get out. But
Well, I mean, shit, they're letting everybody else out. Shit.
yeah.
You know, it actually makes me wonder something, Prophet, not to be funny.
Yeah.
With Trump pardoning everybody, and we're gonna get back on the BG subject, do you think he would have pardoned Epstein?
Yes. No, he wouldn't have.
No, real shit.
I'll tell you the truth. And it's kind of funny because I'm actually going to get into a little bit of that later on in the show. But I'll put it to you simply. If you went to prison and you went because you were covering Trump's ass, oh, you're going to get a pardon. We're going to talk about that later. We're going to talk about that when we talk about Kodak Black.
Who?
Kodak Black.
What?
He told
Who?
Trump he should get a pardon so he can give $1 million to charity. But we'll come back to that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, okay.
no.
It's Motivation Monday.
The race is
Kodak Black
on.
get a pardon,
Lots been going on lately. We got a new versus. Y'all heard about it?
Look,
New verse.
look. As far as Kodak Black, bro, I feel like the minute he get pardoned, he gonna fuck right back up. He gonna fuck right back up.
We're gonna get into that.
I don't believe that. Huh?
We're gonna get into that one.
I don't believe that.
I want to know if you heard about the new verse.
The new who?
Versus Timberland and
Oh.
Swizz Beatz.
Oh shit! Really?
Wow.
Have you heard about it?
Yeah, that's gonna be. I know, but I know that's gonna be dope as a motherfucker.
No, they're the
Mhm.
ones that run the verses. I'm saying, have you heard about
Yeah,
who's
so-
going to be in the next one?
No. I heard some rumors. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think
What
they
rumors
said
you hear?
Dr. Dre and huh?
What rumors did you hear?
I heard that they wanted to do Dr. Dre and Diddy.
Righteous. We talked about
know
that
what I'm
one
saying?
on the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one would be dope. I think Jay-Z. I think honestly, the verses that I still want to see honestly is Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see that
always a
verses. You know,
Anything's possible.
yeah, you know.
But the latest
know.
verses that everyone's been talking about in the trippy timelines is Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. We're going at it, y'all. Who ready?
What?
Who want to see that verse?
I think that verse. I think that verse is going to be weak. Honestly, I don't think they got enough. I don't think they got enough catalog in my eyes for them to do that. Honestly, they got some good music. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have that catalog. I think to do a good verses. You know what I'm saying? And fuck it, if you're gonna do a verses, if you really gonna do a verses, shit, why not? You know what I'm saying? Put Whitney Houston against. You know what I'm saying? Look, honestly, I don't know, bro.
What about people that can actually do the verses, though?
Well, what about Mary J. Blige then? If that's the case, if you're gonna do a verses, then
versus
bring in
who?
Mary J. Blige. And see that there you go, Mary J. Blige. Who will be a good person to challenge Mary J. Blige? Because nobody really has her catalog. Who could I think that can challenge Mary J. Blige as far as that? I would say Faith, but Faith don't even have her catalog.
It would have to be somebody in her era.
That's the reason why you're not gonna hear a lot of those.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I said Faith, but Faith don't have her catalog. Faith got a bunch of hits, but Faith don't have her catalog. But they the same era.
Well, I think it's gonna be a pretty good versus.
It may be. It may be.
I think it'd be better than Brandy and Monica's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most likely.
Ashanti during her span, however long or short it may have been. She dropped.
But I just not hit it.
Videos. I think she had about 6 albums, probably about 4, 5, 6 soundtracks. It's cool for Keisha Cole. And Keisha Cole, I don't know how many studio albums Keisha Cole had. But yeah, why not? Who do you think has the better
would be a good versus? No doubt it would have to be Keisha Cole as far as singing wise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But what would be a good versus that I would like to see, honestly? I would like to see Jill Scott and Erykah Badu.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Oh. Let's see. Well, Keisha Cole has 6 soundtrack albums. 7 studio albums.
There you go. They match up perfectly. They got about the same amount body of work.
Right.
They had their era. And they're gonna run it back in one night. Not too bad. The verses is it's a special thing. However they create it, nobody knows who's gonna be in the next verses. They're kicking off basically the second season with Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. I do believe that Apple Music might have something to do or be in association with the verses with Timbaland and Swiss Beats, who basically are the originators. I've seen sponsorships with Ciroc, and I don't know if they sponsor everyone or if it depends on maybe the artist that might be in the verses. It's popping though, because everybody's at home following the stay-at-home orders. So
no doubt.
It works how it works, even though it isn't the typical business model that you might see. Something like that just kind of took off, and I guess they're making it work. Season 2.
Exactly. Good for them. Well, shit, if that's the case, bro, you just put a whole bunch of people in my head, like Boyz II Men and Jodeci. Boyz II Men and Jodeci. Fucking run the verses.
Oh.
There you go.
Run that shit,
We get R. Kelly on the Skype.
Man,
and have him do the R. Kelly, Aaron Hall.
Why you can't do the digital shit like they do with Tupac when they do their shows and they do the little virtual shit? How come you can't do that, bro? Honestly, dude, there's a lot of great groups that you could bring into the fold, bro. You know what I'm saying? Old school shit, old school verses.
Let's check on the chat, see what they talking about. What do y'all think about the verses in the chat, y'all? Y'all got any suggestions? Baby D, let's see what Baby D.
Lauren Hill and Eric Badu would be good.
Oh, Lauryn Hill versus Erykah Badu. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. I like that.
Wham bam.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one, Baby D. I like that. That's tight.
Real good one.
So, hey, you know, for everyone's listening in visual pleasure, I think honestly what they need to do is upgrade on the visual aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I think that people can do a little bit better. You know, Hollywood is a little out of work a little bit. You know what I mean? They might be able to show up and follow the right precautions and be able to take it to, you know, at least an MTV in the late 90s level. I think that would make it even doper because I noticed that when Gucci Mane and Jeezy was on, Gucci Mane was talking a whole lot about fashion and shit like that. I mean, it's all pixelated, man. We can't see your damn G's on your Gucci suit. Shit just look like cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? We need better cameras for this shit. But that would be my word of advice for the next season of the Versus. But we have more important things to talk about. We got some serious stuff going on in here because it's Motivational Monday, y'all.
The race is on.
It's going down.
Like
how was y'all weekend out there in the chat?
Hopefully everybody had a good, safe weekend.
I definitely want to make sure the people that listen,
don't be shy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're in the chat, you know, shout out. You know what I mean? And we put your comment up for everybody to see.
Right.
If you listen to the podcast on the following day on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, so forth, Apple Podcasts, actually, you know, make sure you follow some of these links so you can see the show on a visual level every now and then. I know a lot of people that hit me up, say that they watch the show, they enjoy it. They're at work, phone in the pocket, headphones on. Some people got the little radio, whole job listening. Shout out to the workforce.
Man.
Yeah. Front line.
Yep. Senior citizen called me, said they listening to it on 8-track. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
You know, we're doing out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Oh shit. Let's get into this, y'all. I got a little bit more for our trippy timeline. I thought it was kind of funny because usually when like a megastar, superstar, an artist, you know, they come out with a fashion or some perfume, an alcoholic beverage, you know, the fans, they get involved, you know.
Right.
I like to study stuff like that. But just recently, J. Cole, he revealed he is about to drop and I actually looked it up, so they're actually available now. The new RS Dreamer, Ebony and Ivory, Puma sneakers. Man, give that man a hand. J. Cole trying his hand.
No doubt.
Partnering in fashion.
But my question is, what do they look like?
Well, you should go and check them out. I mean, I rock a lot of Puma stuff, and I buy a lot of Puma kickers, so I probably end up with a pair in my collection, regardless of whether he was involved with them or not. But
no doubt.
Yeah, you have to go and check them out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, bro, because I'm a sneakerhead, you know what I'm saying? So, a dope pair of sneakers, man, always makes my day.
Nowadays, usually they have a little bit more support. So they won't look like, I don't know. Did y'all like the G Unit shoes?
Nope.
Really? Hell no.
That's what I mean. Like usually back, I think that's one of the reasons why.
Especially my fat ass getting some G Unit shoes. I'm breaking all 5 ankles, nigga. That shit is gonna snap. It's a wrap, nigga. You can forget about it. Yeah. You might as well tie cardboard to your feet, nigga, and try to dunk.
Believe it or not, before, if you didn't know, I think everybody might have seen it in the documentary, but for Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre. But before the headphones, they were going to do shoes. That's Dr. Dre. They weren't. Dr. Dre wanted to. And because of that, what we talking about, these damn G Unit kicks and stuff like that, they were very lower end. I think maybe Kanye or something like that might have changed that. I know for basketball players, it was always different because that's the main. I mean, look, it's Jordans, you know what I'm saying? So they always had a high quality unless, they wanted to do something different. Like some basketball players want to make kicks affordable, because when they was coming up, they just wanted to, you should be able to have a basketball player's shoes. Your mom should be able to buy all the kids in the family, all the basketball player's shoes. But either way, the point I'm getting at is nowadays, they're often a very well put together kit. They want to compete.
Well, yeah, no doubt.
But we have to look
well,
them up.
Bro,
I don't know. Somebody send me a link. I'll put it on the screen.
I see some for $149 on eBay. $150. Puma RS.
You remember when Shaq had the pump, right, for Reebok?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Foot Locker, $110.
I'll pull up a pair. Y'all tell me.
Foot Action, $110.
Let's see.
It seemed like the ones with the multicolors is cost the most.
There we go.
$125.
Y'all like them?
Not me. No. Nah.
Well, that was them. No. That's one pair of them. I don't know. Maybe you might like the different color. Either way, my point is this that I was trying to get at because, like I said, hey, people step into new shit, and it doesn't always go the way that it goes for others. And so, online, I don't know if people saw the shoes or not, but they were more like, J. Cole. No, we want to hear some fucking new music. Drop a new album. His fans want the jams. They don't want the kicks. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, sometimes you got Riri. She come up with everybody want to wear, the Riri line, all the girls, they jumping on it. It doesn't always happen that way. Everybody don't wear your cologne and your perfume, Yeah. So it makes me ask the question, are you willing or even interested, right, in supporting the artist beyond the music career? Do wrestling fans go and see every movie that The Rock is in? A lot of football players, they got into acting. Jim Brown, Carl Weathers, OJ. He really did some other shit outside of
he did.
films, but do you go beyond the way this person was introduced to you and the newfound love that you have for what they did with their art or their career, with their life, they jump into something else.
Hey,
I don't think too many
a
people
lot
go
of people cut their
Only
way
if
into the
you in
game, baby.
that bad, you
Big Luck.
Well, as I
DJ
say,
Anti, you frozen on us.
look, as far as, well, bro, like you said, like OJ, man, you know, he cut his way into the game, bro. I can't even be mad at that man. And as far as the sneaker shit, bro, and I have to give Shaq a lot of credit because I had a pair of Reebok, the pumps. The
Yeah.
motherfuckers was $200, bro. And
Yeah.
they were so expensive and kids wanted them so bad that he left Reebok and started his own shoe brand. And people was laughing at that shit, bro. But people don't realize he did that so kids can afford his shoes. He left Reebok and started his own shoe company, bro, and put out those sneakers, bro, so kids can afford his shoes.
I had the Reeboks.
And people laughed at them. I had the Reeboks too, but remember the Shaqs. He left Reebok, left all that money behind so kids can buy his shoes because kids cannot afford his shoes. And
I was walking
don't get me wrong, bro. I'm a Jordan fanatic, bro. But everybody can't afford those shoes, bro. People are dying for those shoes. And the shoes that Jordan do put out are cheap or some bullshit. So on that note, bro, I feel you on all that. And as far as football and actors and other people, I think people should support their artists. I do. I think people should support their artists. You know what I'm saying? If they want to, especially if they're doing good for the community. Like J. Cole. J. Cole's doing very good for the community. He's building houses. You know what I'm saying? He's donating his money to help his community or whatever. So when people are doing that, yeah, I think you should support. Just like I said, I mean, if he put out a cologne that smell like professional ass, but he's making sure that kids in Guatemala eat or kids in Africa eat or just kids in his neighborhood eat, I think you should support that. I think you should support that man because he's supporting your community. So, yes, I do think that people should support their artist or their actor outside the entertainment realm as well. You see what I'm saying? Especially if they're doing good for their community. So, yes, I agree with you.
One time when I was walking to school with the Shaq song, I walked to my elementary school. Fool pulled up on me on his bike and pulled his heat out on me.
Oh, wow.
Take off your shoes. Sure did. It was crazy.
Wow.
I broke like a motherfucker. Wasn't the smartest thing to do. But I figured if I take off my shoes, probably shoot me anyway.
Exactly.
And I have a worse chance of getting away shoeless. So I fucking ran. He started shooting. And I just made my cuts and still made it to school. Got to the school. They was wondering why, all my clothes all messed up. I was running through bushes and stepping in puddles, going through people's backyards and shit. Tore my shirt on a gate. I think I was like maybe 11. And, I wasn't going to lie. I was just like, yeah, somebody tried to rob me for my shoes. I told this girl. The girl was a twin. And the twins' mother was the vice principal at the time. Yeah, so they went and told the vice principal. And the vice principal told the principal. They made all these announcements. Had the police come to the school. It was crazy. All over some Shaqs.
Wow.
All behind some Shaqs. The all black ones with the little color in the back on the bottom lower part.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
He wanted them shacks.
Yeah.
He was popping.
Hey,
Pop, 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 pop,
I
pop,
feel
pop,
you.
pop, 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 pop. I mean, he was just popping.
Hey, bro, I feel you because niggas that walked up on me talking about my big ass. I already knew they had heat. Talking about, man, those Jordans are nice. What size are those? Nigga, size 16. Oh no, nigga, those too big. Yeah, I know.
Lucky you.
You got to stick. You got to stick. You got to stick, nigga. Both feet and another foot, and these motherfuckers. If you want to wear these,
and his hands.
You're gonna have to put your shoes
Exactly.
on first, then put these shoes on.
I'm alive. I'm
They
like, you
never
don't want these
enthused
shoes. They got athlete's feet in them.
Those shoes never enthused me. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a nice comfortable pair of sneakers, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. That's why I wear Pumas.
There we
Well,
go. I have Pumas, Adidas.
You know, well, honestly, in child, growing up, a lot of that stuff I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't fortunate
I
enough
get it.
as a kid to even have that type of stuff. So, you know, when I was able to get some things that, you know, made me feel good about myself, you know, I just indulged a little bit, you know.
Ain't nothing
So,
wrong with
course.
that.
I mean, you know, I'm the true meaning of you need to stick some cardboard in the bottom of your shits to cover that hole up, you know.
Treat
That's why I can never teach. I mean, I talked
yourself,
about
don't
people.
you?
What did you say, sir?
He said, treat yourself, don't cheat yourself.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, and I mean, honestly, I think everybody should do that every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for a kid who didn't celebrate holidays or birthdays or anything of that nature, you know what I'm saying? You know, when I do something, you know what I'm saying? I make sure I can afford to do it for one, and then two, you know, I just advise anybody who, you know, just don't blow your bread. You know what I'm saying? You know, but
Hey, over.
Know
like
your
you said, treat
limit.
yourself. Exactly.
Gotta know your
Over in the
limitations.
chat, Baby D said her son wore size 21.
Goodness gracious.
Size 21.
In high school. Goodness, Baby D. How tall is your son?
You wore a size 21?
Baby
Wait,
D
wore a
said
size 21?
Boy.
high school. Good.
Baby D,
No, her
look, you
son wore
playing.
size 21 in high school. High school.
See, you should have talked to me. See, I could, you know, I knew when they made that size.
Goodness gracious.
First of all, Baby D like she 20. Baby D like she 21.
Here luck go. He in the
Baby
chat.
D gonna have yeah, Baby D like she 21. She playing. She don't got no 21-year-old. I don't even know why Baby D playing.
I used to wear Pro Wings.
I'm gonna need her to stop.
And I didn't give a shit.
Oh, bro, you know you had some XJ 900s, bro. I know you had the XJ 900s.
The funny thing is, it didn't really matter to me. It just didn't matter.
I feel you.
You know, I played very rough. I don't know. I was just hella rough. I was so rough. It was like, go ahead and buy me some expensive shit. It's either gonna get lost or fucked up. You know, I was a real kid in the dirt.
No,
Yep.
I didn't spend a lot of time around the basketball court and shit like that. I really didn't. You know, I watched, but for the most part,
not until I got to high school.
Every time I got a new pair of shoes, I destroyed them the first day. I couldn't keep my shoes.
Yeah, wow.
Didn't have that in me. I was a gate hopping, dirt wall climbing, jumping through windows and from roof to roof kid. It would have been pointless. I didn't move slow enough for you to even, you know, you wouldn't have known what kind of shoes I had on anyway. I don't slow down and shit. I move too damn fast. I'm always pacing and shit. But we're going to get into this rhyme and reason, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Ep08 podcast. You know, weekly. We are here 3 days a week. We might add a day.
3.
You know, we intend on giving away some nice merchandise to our viewers and our listeners. You know, we love that you have given us so much support from the very beginning.
No
We
doubt.
love to be here with y'all.
Well, since you're giving away stuff, I wear a size 16, sir.
We don't have any Ep08 podcast shoes. And when we do,
I need some fuck
that's
out
gonna
of
be
here
a special
kicks.
order.
I need some fuck out of here kicks.
Yeah, I might holler
so
at Pro Wings, see what they got going on right now. I know they've been left out of the whole shit. I know ain't one artist contact their ass. I do it. Pro Wings, the Prophets, the XJP.
No doubt. No doubt. Hey, talk about you wear them one day and they part like the Red Sea.
I want them motherfuckers.
Right down the middle.
I want them made out of ostrichen X-ray skin.
Oh, nigga, those are not. Nigga, you talking about Gucci Pro Wings?
No, they're gonna be bootleg though. It's just gonna look like it, but it's not gonna.
It's gonna be colored bubble wrap. It's gonna be painted bubble wrap.
So we were talking about BG earlier, y'all. But I want to talk a little bit about Kodak, since he just recently put his bid in, okay, for seeing an early freedom as well. Except he did it in a different way. He didn't use his attorney or his lawyer like BG. Actually, he put out a message. He said he wants a presidential pardon. Okay. He wants the president to pardon him. He's been seeing the president pardon other criminals. You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones from the Russian probe. I'm guessing that's why, you know, all of the motherfuckers pled guilty, because they knew that Trump was going to pardon their ass. Anyway, that's a hell of a setup, y'all. Can you imagine if Shine didn't have to do a decade for taking a guilty plea? Because Diddy could just pardon his crimes. Imagine that shit.
That's right.
Trump is just paying back favors because the Russian probe hit 6 of his people. 6 of them. That's like a RICO. A presidential staff RICO, right?
Yes.
That he's pardoned just before they was supposed to report to the prison to start doing their damn time. You know how long ago that was? You telling me they still ain't even stepped in the building to start doing their time, and he was able to pardon them before they even had to, you know, go through the damn metal detector. That's some real privileged shit, right?
Hey, that's some dope shit. That's some gangster shit right there. That's gangster. That's some gangster shit right there, bro. I wish that was gangster right there. Look, all you need to do is walk in and process out. Gangster. Man, can't get no more gangster than that, bro.
That's why I say,
hey, if you can get away
call
with
yourself a gangster, then you ain't on the gangster level. Because that shit right there, you don't know nobody that can do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nah, that's what I'm saying. That's truly, look, the government is more gangster than any gang out there. The biggest gang out there is the government. Them motherfuckers will bang on your ass in ways that you can't even fucking imagine, bro.
They do it all the time.
You don't own a block. You don't own a hood, nigga. The government own your hood. They own your block. You see what I'm saying? You don't run shit if the government comes in and shuts you down, bro. Plain and simple as that. You know, people talk that shit about this is my hood and, you know, I run this and run that. No, the federal government run that shit, bro. And they can shut you the fuck down if they truly wanted to.
Their records are wiped clean and they pled guilty. All of them.
Guilty. You got a presidential pardon.
Traitors.
No nigga in the history. Niggas get clemency.
Traitors to the country. That's terrorism.
Think about it, bro. Think about it.
That's straight up terrorism.
Yeah. And clean. Their records are expunged, bro. Like, they could walk in right now and be like, pay me $100 million. But what's your criminal record? I have none. I have no criminal record. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's truly some gangster shit, bro. It's like you said, Prophet.
This is the legal system, right? You could do this, it's legal. It's the legal system. Then you have people that are in support of these people and saying that, you know, the investigation and the probe was unfair. It's an unjust system that put these men behind bars, even though they never went behind bars. Ultimately, you know, they say it was unfair. It's kind of funny when they pled guilty.
Right.
Kind of funny when they admit it to being traitors. But yet you still have support. It's just kind of funny. Ironic, I guess. Baby D say her kids almost.
You know what the penalty was? You know what the penalty was when you commit treason, right? When you commit treason,
yes, it was death.
Automatically death.
Especially on the battlefield. Right. Especially on the battlefield.
Yeah, exactly.
So they it's some bull crap, boy. I don't even like thinking about that crap. I mean, 45 is
there's no principle in this part. There's no principle.
There's nothing.
Sometimes, you know, people get caught up in some shit, you know, and you know, they get the presidential pardon because it was wrongful what happened to them. You know, these aren't people that pled guilty.
Right.
These aren't people that were found guilty. These are like political prisoners. You know, they stood against some shit. At that time, they stood against it. It was illegal to stand against it. Now that's looked down upon, and these people still in prison, so they get the pardon. That's how you give a pardon. You don't pardon people that was colluding for you with other governments. That shit crazy. But either way, Kodak has claimed that, you know, he's been having a rough time. We heard about that. He was being mistreated in the prison that he was in. And so, you know, that was in Kentucky. And so he was moved to Thompson, Illinois. So, you know, it's kind of funny how people have a lot of shit in common, but they still can't get along. You would think that Kodak would have had a better time in Kentucky with the Klan and them motherfuckers, because they also do not like dark-skinned women. But I guess he, you know, I guess they couldn't get along. Guess they couldn't get along. No, people be having a lot in common, still can't get along. I doubt that Kodak's fault is, you know, at fault. Because I don't know why Kodak be going there. I doubt that he does it for clout. But either way, he said if the president freed me, he'd spend $1 million on charity within the first year he's out. That's on everything. So Donald Trump, if you're watching, that's that man's bid. So Kodak, if you're watching, think I that he did crimes with. He ain't pardoning you.
That is hilarious.
Criminals don't just pardon other criminals just for the fuck of it.
First of all, our orange president is allegedly a criminal. How dare you say that?
He was impeached.
So was Clinton.
Yeah, it was a crime. It's a crime.
Come on, getting head is not a crime.
Getting hit in the Oval Office is a crime.
Getting head in the Oval Office is not a crime. Look,
getting head in your car is a crime.
In my house, it says who?
Yeah.
Go get head in your car. Let the police pull up. See what they say. You're gonna be on fucking Megan's list,
bro.
First of all, it's going.
You'll be.
First of all, it's gonna be over for the time to get there.
Top of the line. You mean top of the list? Sexual predator.
See, this is what I see.
You can't even pee in public, and that's illegal. Like, yeah, nah.
Look, first of all, I'm gonna pull the caveman maneuver. I'm like, officer, I don't know how my dick got there.
You tell them what you want. Them motherfuckers be like, yeah, I heard it all. You ain't got nothing new for me. Let's get into this next rhyme and reason. Y'all, let's get it. We like to have a lot of fun on the show. Every now and then we get into, something that needs to be talked about. Jay-Z and Will Smith. Let's talk about their collaboration. Y'all heard about it? Nope. That's what I'm about to tell you about. Nope. So, no, it's not a song. It's not a collabum. I made up that word. I'm proud of it. Collabum. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not one of those. It's actually something that HBO put on the shelf for many years. Okay. Jay-Z and Will Smith are producing the Emmett Till story. It'll be an 8 episode.
Oh, you know they was gonna do that.
First season.
Oh, you know they was gonna. Oh, you know they was gonna put that on the shelf.
It's based on Emmett Till, the murder that shocked the world and propelled the civil rights movement book. If you haven't read it, you get to see the series.
That's dope.
I don't know if it's gonna, either way. That's the format sometimes nowadays. There was a film in the works though, but its production was halted by the untimely death of its director, John Singleton. It's a very special story that happened in my father's youth. If you don't know the story of Emmett Till, it was before I was born. But it was a very important, real story for generations of both blacks and whites in America. It brought attention from about the entire world on the racial violence and inequality throughout the country. He was only 14 years old, and he was visiting relatives in Mississippi, right? When Carolyn Bryant, she came up in the news, I think about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, just before she passed. But she claimed at that time in the 50s, in the mid 50s, I think it was like 55 or something like that. Somebody needs to look that up. But what year was that happened with Emmett Till. I think it was like 55, 54, something like that. But either way, a lot of black and white people, believe it or not, believed the woman. You know, that Emmett Till did flirt with her. He did whistle or whatever the fuck it was that she claimed. And somehow, I don't know, they found that shit deserving. I don't know what kind of person would, but I've seen it and I've read about it. I guess people just project their own shit from inside onto other people. So maybe they felt like they would have flirted with this racist white woman, Carolyn Bryant, in Mississippi in the 50s. But they projected that on Emmett Till, especially when he wasn't around to speak for himself. So this lying, treacherous woman wound up her husband, Roy, and his inbred half-brother, J.W. Millam, who snatched Emmett from his great uncle's home. You know the rest of the story. It's sick, right? And it ends with an open casket funeral requested by Emmett Till's mother for the world to see what they've done to her son. Okay? He's just a young man, 14, just a kid.
Emmett Till was a 14-year-old African-American who was lynched in Mississippi in 1955 after being accused of offending a white woman in her family grocery store.
So ultimately on this lady's deathbed, you know, she wanted to be forgiven for her sins so she could go to heaven. And so she said that she made that shit up. And Emmett Till did nothing or said nothing to her. Okay. So, I mean, there you have it. I mean, regardless, even if he had, it wouldn't justify what they did to that boy. Okay.
All right.
So I think it's a very important story still to be told. I kind of feel like in general, we don't care to see any more films recreating the events of like slavery and shit. I could be wrong, but it's a vibe that I've gotten from people. And in conversation, I hear a lot of people just don't want to see that shit anymore. They don't want their kids to see it. They've had enough of it. They don't want anybody to make any more of those movies. The last few of them they made, no one cared for them. But I think these kind of stories may have a very important place and role to play in today's time. Nobody wants to see black people subjugated anymore. What do you think?
And then on top of that, bro, this shit pisses me off, bro, because what about all our beautiful, you know, sisters and brothers who was, like I said, beaten and raped and all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Nobody took a white man out of his house, out of his bed, and beat the shit out of him and beat him to death. You know what I'm saying? How did you wouldn't even prosecute it? Or, you know what I'm saying, even judged? You know what I'm saying? They just walk free, you know? So, you know, it just pisses me off, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of this shit. Honestly, you know, I mean, and it's a fucking shame. It is. It's a fucking shame. You see what I'm saying? You know, so you're right. You know, I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? You know, let the dead rest. Let the dead rest. You know what I'm saying? Let the people have peace and let them have some fucking closure. You know, I'm pretty sure Emmett Till's family don't want to be reminded of that over and over of decades. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, let that man rest in peace, bro.
I think a lot of people want to see the Emmett Till story. I think his parents will want you to see it. I think that was kind of the purpose in them having that open casket. But the slavery movies, I don't think anybody wants to see that anymore.
Nah. Yeah, I watched 12 Years of Slavery the other day, dude, and
Yeah.
I just like, wow. I was cool, bro. I was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was cool
I
on
agree.
that shit.
I agree. I didn't like it. I don't like anything about it. I made it through it. There's nothing I like about it. I don't think it's supposed to be anything you are supposed to like about it. You know, I can't even say, man, this guy's doing an incredible acting. I don't know. I don't want to see white people who are not racist play racist, and everybody need a hug.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but not to be funny, bro. If you can play that role and do it so well, deep down in your heart, bro, in my heart, you're a racist. If you can play that role so well that people can believe it, yeah, bro, I believe that you're actually a racist. You know,
I would think a racist probably. I think it would be the opposite, but that's just based on shit I know about like actors. I think if you take Django and some of the other films, I think what you have is it's going to be a lot more emotion attached to the scene when you're dealing with very uncomfortable people as opposed to people that might feel fresh in calling you a nigger, you know. But I don't know. I could be wrong. They always say never hire, what do they say, a whore to play a whore. Don't hire a gangster to play a gangster, because an actor would do a better job with both of those by learning their stories, background, shit like that. That's what they do. That's what an actor does. But I agree with you in the sense that we don't want to see our favorite actors saying that shit anyway. You know, we know the story.
Exactly.
Those stories, you know, they've been recorded, you know, by actual people who were slaves. There's a lot of historical documentation to represent that at this point. I think it's time to, you know, do a few of these stories and then move on into some stories about now. We got a lot of triumphs. We want to see triumphant stories. You know, Black Panther did gloriously in the box office, but the story is not fact. Okay.
Yeah.
We want to see some very great things that are factual. They exist, you know, but we got to write those stories, y'all. I know a lot of people that watch the show. They're writers, filmmakers, you know. If it's not your forte, you ain't got to get into it. You know, just like I wouldn't tell, you know, a lot of people talk about Kevin Hart, maybe, you know, the shit that you're doing right now ain't for right now. But, you know, I don't want to hear Kevin Hart telling political shit either. He ain't Dave Chappelle. He doesn't experience the world in that way to express it in that way. So, but consider writing some real true stories, you know. I think it could be very useful in this time, especially when all of the platforms from Disney to Amazon, and you just go on your platform, they got like a section now. Black stories, Black heroes, you know. But the movies in there is like, nah, you can't consider you know, Will Smith as a superhero. What movie was that? What was that movie called?
Oh. I just looked at that.
You know what I'm talking about. That's not it's not a Black story.
No.
Hey, we just reached after hours, y'all. But we're gonna keep it going because it's Motivational Monday and we got a lot to talk about.
The race is on!
Oh, that was Hancock, brother.
Flag on the play, damn it! Oh my goodness gracious. Floyd Mayweather, y'all, is fighting Logan Paul.
Uh-oh. Somebody
Would you believe it?
Somebody wants
You
to
know
laugh.
what? First of all, my phone about to die. I can't do this bullshit, bro. Really?
Yeah, I
Nah, I can't.
cut off.
Yeah, bro. You know. Yeah, my phone is allergic to bullshit. I'm fuck it. Hey, Mayweather, fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
So
I
Jake
think
Paul knocked out Nate Robinson at the Tyson fight undercard. His older brother, Logan Paul, is about to fight the boxing legend, Floyd Mayweather. What world is this again? Damn it. Imagine how many boxers couldn't get that fight from Mayweather. Shit.
and he
When
just
all
come
around
up
the world,
nowhere.
trying to get that fight in the gym, hustling, spending a lot of money, pulling resources and networking. And Mayweather just, nah, you ain't big enough yet. So you imagine that most of this probably comes from one simple thing. Logan Paul is very good at promotion. And that is something that he and Mayweather have a lot in common, a passion for promotion. Okay? That's all that is.
Come on, man. You're fucking my shit up.
So Logan Paul was able to torment Mayweather enough and show him the numbers. That's what it was. That's what's really going on, is how many people was he able to get involved in that conversation? A lot. A lot.
A whole
Logan
lot.
Paul is very famous. And this is a win-win situation for him. He can't lose. He's comical. He's he's floppy doppy. You know what I'm saying? You lose a fight with Tyson as a floppy doppy. You got in the ring with Tyson and made millions of dollars. It's not a loss. We expected you to lose. So the only thing on the line here is Mayweather's career, and I'm pretty sure that Mayweather is not going to lose this fight. So it is what it is.
He's not. So Logan Paul can box my balls in his mouth.
Well,
You weak motherfucker.
And on that note, y'all,
He's not gonna hit him hard.
you know what it is. It was nice chilling with y'all. But we got to get out of here. And if we got to get out of here, then the same goes.
That means you got to get the fuck out of here.
For you.
Love y'all.